Hey everyone, this is Casual Fanatic.
Film reviews without the shoes.
I'm Luca, your casual viewer.
And I'm Cayman, your fanatic.
Well, what's up? How have you been?
Been pretty good. I've,
Been pretty good.
it's been a busy getting into the holiday season.
Yep.
Lots of stuff going on. We just got back from, I don't remember what it's called, some German word that's a Christmas market thing. Do you remember what it's called?
Christkindlmarkt? Maybe?
And
Weihnachtsmarkt? Could be that one too, I don't know.
And
Probably Weihnachtsmarkt. Christmas market. Anyway.
But yeah, other than that, been chilling. Went to a Friendsgiving thing yesterday. That was out in Colorado Springs, which was quite a drive. I left a little earlier because I knew it was going to be a longer drive. They offered to, it was, bro, fucking giant Airbnb, dude. There were like,
Oh, they were in the Airbnb?
there were like 20 beds. It was, we looked it up on Zillow. It was a $1.7 million house,
Oh.
which is like not that bad. We expected it to be
Colorado
more.
Springs, yeah. That's cool.
But still, it was huge.
Why'd they have an Airbnb?
Because it was a huge party and they were expecting people to stay the night.
Wow. What a host.
I know.
Crazy.
No, honestly, it was pretty lit.
Wow. Why didn't you stay?
Because I had to get up for yoga this morning.
I probably would have just bailed on yoga.
I thought about it.
Wow.
But I think I got home around midnight. I did pick up Whataburger on the way home though, because
Did it hit?
bro, it was so good.
Fuck, man. You went there without me.
No, I'm sorry.
Damn it. No, next time we're driving over there for something, I'm gonna have to stop. You're just gonna wait in the car. Damn, yeah, that stuff always hits. If you're ever up there, check out Whataburger. That's my thing.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, there's unfortunately not any in Denver,
Which is ridiculous.
It's dumb. It's because they're fucking In-N-Out dick suckers over here.
Unbelievable. In-N-Out is the absolute worst.
It's just so
Fries bland.
boring.
Yeah, food.
There was like
Bland.
animal style, and I'm like, that's just onions though. Like it's saucy onions. It's not that great. Anyway, enough about In-N-Out.
Yeah.
What have you been up
Stupid
to?
hats. God, I hate them. What have I been up to? I've been up to work. I've been playing a lot more volleyball as of recently. This weekend, it was honestly beautiful weather this weekend, especially yesterday. So I was
I
out.
wish it wasn't so beautiful, honestly. Fucking middle of November, almost December, and it hasn't snowed yet.
Makes no sense. But yeah, yesterday I was out, shorts and a t-shirt, playing pickleball at like 8 in the morning. And then at like 10:30ish, I went over to play volleyball. Didn't leave there till like 5 something. When it started getting like dark, sun went down and just started to get cold. And then after that, I went to a birthday party. We stayed out till like 2ish.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we stayed out till 2. We were playing pool and just hanging out and drinking and zen. I woke up this morning and went to the Christmas market.
I'm going to a birthday party this upcoming Saturday, and they're doing
This upcoming Saturday?
Yeah.
Is that not Thanksgiving?
no Thursday's Thanksgiving,
Thursday's Thanksgiving.
but they're doing archery dodgeball, which I didn't know was a thing.
That's a thing. Yeah, you have like the blow-ups, kind of like paintball,
Yeah,
but with archery, like big old fucking bows.
wild.
It's super fun.
So
Never played it, but
we'll see how that goes.
you'll have to let me know. Where is it?
There's a center downtown that does it. I don't remember what it's called, but
Very cool. Yeah, there's another birthday party I'm going to in a while. I think it's basically like this F1, like it's not like the actual F1 arcade because there's a new F1 arcade that opened here, but it's like high speed go-kart racing.
oh, bro, I love go. When's the last time you went go-karting?
Fucking forever ago.
Same.
But it's $100.
That's wild.
Yeah, and apparently like it's super.
I feel like the last time I went go-karting, it was like really lame because I don't even remember where it was, but the carts were like maxed out at like 12 miles an hour or something like that.
That's what I like remember. Like you just sit in this fucking thing and then you just go. But the one that I looked up, you have to like be strapped in, helmet on. That's like
Easy.
like full throttle kind of thing. Super sick. So hopefully I do well whenever it comes to that. But Yeah, you'll have to let me know how the archery thing goes. I've seen that around. Looked like a good time. So what are we talking about today?
Well, today we are going to be talking about the 2009 movie Moon, which was directed by Duncan Jones and stars Sam Rockwell pretty much by himself.
Pretty much.
There's like a couple other people in the movie, but yeah,
Barely.
barely.
Homie carries the movie. I want to know what he made as the actor.
Oh, we can look that up right after this. Budget $5 million. I think this may be the cheapest movie we've ever reviewed.
Yeah.
$5 million, and it made almost $10 million. So
it. I can't.
honestly, like, not super successful. I honestly, I've heard so many good things about this movie. It's wild that it didn't make more. I guess it wasn't like advertised very well, and so maybe like people didn't know about it. I don't know.
That's so upsetting. Yeah, great movie. What'd you think of it?
So I know you said you'd seen it a couple times before. It's been on my list for a long time, but I had not seen it until now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I'd seen it. Because, you know, I'm just like, oh, it's a name, and
Yeah.
okay, cool, I'll hit play. Like, first 20 minutes go by, I'm like, this looks really familiar. And then, like, minute 25 hits, I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen this twice before.
Nice.
So,
Also, it was
myself that I've watched it 3 times now.
it was a recommendation from one of your friends. Do you remember who it was?
Parwaz. Yeah. Yo, shout out Parwaz, man. I actually saw him when I was playing volleyball. I think it was, oh man, when was that? Last week at one point. And I ran into him and I was like, hey man, I'm actually about to review Moon. So he had given it to us a little bit ago, but
We got caught up with the Twilight series for a while.
it was Twilight going. So here we are, and we're doing the thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Hand-picked, handcrafted.
But yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was a really great movie. I enjoy it. I like a 2001 Space Odyssey with Hal as, like, you know, that kind of like that evil robot. And then here, named Clove?
The robot?
Rover?
Gertie.
Awesome. Loved it. I think just the fact that with 5 million, they were able to really set the scene, really set the stage, make you feel like you're there, and it just all made sense, everything that they were doing. Just all around, I think, really good movie.
Damn, it's kind of hard to find how much he made on that movie. Yeah, this says 10 million in theaters, and it apparently made 5.8 million on home video. So,
Okay. Like what, Blockbuster? What's that, home video?
Was Blockbuster still around in 2009? When did they shut down?
Yeah, I was still going to Blockbuster 2010. Maybe like 2010, 2011 they shut down. Not too sure.
But hey, this actually doesn't, this just says he didn't use too much of the budget, but it doesn't put a number here. It says the film was shot for over 33 days, so that means it was about 150,000 per day.
It's amazing. Yeah. Damn. Very cool. What'd you think of the movie?
Yeah, I'm same boat. I thought it was phenomenal. Honestly, like I said, I had heard a lot of good things, so I was like ready for it to be good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Really? That's cool. I like that.
I also I don't know. I hadn't heard any details about the movie beforehand, and so like I had no clue what it was about except for like an astronaut.
Right. Moon.
Right.
Give much away.
Right. And there were just like so many surprises, and I liked it.
Yeah. And they were like subtle. They weren't like life-changing surprises by any means. Like,
I mean, one of them was.
well, maybe, yes, one of them may have been, but like most of them, like they led you down like this road of discovery, which was really fun because you were like with him at that point while he was, you know, doing the thing and figuring it out, and very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
So I guess we'll do a quick summary.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the
Moon
movie starts with what is his character's name?
Sam?
Oh yeah, it is Sam. I was like Sam Rockwell, but the character's name is also Sam. It's Sam Bell.
Sam Bell, yeah.
Is working on a space station on the moon. So actually I think the movie opens with like a news coverage thing or like a press release where they're talking about there's this big company that has been mining helium-3 on the moon, which is a real thing that people are looking into. But I think they said that they have been able to provide clean energy for like 70% of the world just off of this moon harvesting. And so we see the main character, Sam, is the only person on this base, and there are 4 harvesters just roaming around. And every once in a while, he has to like go out and pick up a canister, and then he brings it back, puts it on a shuttle, and it gets sent to Earth where it can be used to power things. And then he starts having visions. I don't remember what the first one was, but I think he was watching TV or something, and then he got up and he saw like a girl sitting on the chair where he was just sitting, and then he ends up burning his hand. And then the next day he is going out to check on one of the harvesters and has another hallucination, which causes him to crash into the side of the harvester, which knocks him out for a bit. And then we see him wake up, and Gertie, who is the robot that we were talking about, is like, you were in an accident. Do you remember anything? It's like, nah, I don't remember anything. What's going on? And he's like, we just need to keep an eye on you for a couple of days before you can get back to work. But then he, I guess, like wants to go and see what happened because he can't remember the accident, and so he like wants to go outside, but then he gets orders and also fix the harvester because when he crashed into it, it messed up.
Right.
But then he gets orders from the like company CEO or whatever back on Earth saying, hey, don't go outside, you're not ready yet. And so he gets locked inside the base for a while, and then he fakes a gas leak. Well, I guess he doesn't really fake it. He creates a gas leak.
But what made him suspicious off rip was he at one point got off like the bed.
Right.
And he heard the robot talking to someone on Earth live stream, which was apparently downed.
Right.
So
he, as far as he was aware, live communication is not possible. You send a message and then you have to wait for a message to come back.
Yeah, they said like some antenna was broken and the repair crews haven't come yet.
But then he hears Gertie having a live conversation. He's like, something's up here. And so, yeah, he fakes an emergency, and he's like, you have to let me go outside. There could have been a meteorite impact or something like that. And Gertie lets him go. And then, of course, he goes back to the crash site where he finds a dead body of himself inside the old rover. And so brings him back. They get him into the like med bay, and once he recovers, the old Sam thinks that he's still hallucinating when he sees the new Sam.
He's like, is there anyone in the room with us?
Right.
It's like, just rest.
Yeah. But eventually he does get up and about, and they meet each other. And I don't know why new Sam is like so confrontational.
Yeah.
But he's like very aggressive with him right from the get-go. And I mean, maybe it's just because he learned that he's a clone, which is probably very
upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. He was quite hostile, kind of, condescending to some amount.
Yeah.
Maybe just because he like knew that he was stronger and more fit than.
When also the other guy was like, because he had a pretty bad concussion, and then he like started developing a fever at one point. Like he was not doing well.
No, he was going through it.
But they eventually like learn to work together, and they're like trying to figure shit out. And they're like, okay, well, we know that I was woken up like the day after you crashed, and there's no way they could send a new body up here. So that means they have to have clones at the base somewhere.
Right.
And so then they're like looking around and trying to find
They're just the new base.
Yeah, originally it's just the new one, and then the old one mentions that he heard Gertie having a live conversation. So then they go out on rovers to try and see like what's going on elsewhere, and like because I think they figure out that there must be some location where they have a signal jammer, because there's no way they're like blocking the satellite.
Right.
And so they drive out, and eventually they find a bunch of these like giant antennas, and old Sam starts to get worse. He like starts throwing up blood and stuff. And so he heads back, and new Sam goes and like writes down the coordinates of all of the antenna that he can find. And then while he's doing that, old Sam manages to stumble across a video, because I think he is like trying to log in to check, because what he has been told is that he is on a 3-year contract, and once his 3 years are up, he gets to go home. And he has like videos from his wife back on Earth, and they just recently had a daughter. And so he's like, oh my God, I can't wait to go see my baby girl. And he's trying to look at the details of his contract, and it's like locked out. Gertie helps him with the password, and then he finds these videos of previous versions of Sam who also... There's a child screaming outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Great. Well, let's like, should I yell back at it?
Yes.
Okay. And we're back.
What was that name? He finds the videos of previous versions of Sam, and they all got sick as well. And so it's sort of like, they don't outright say it, but it's implied that like the clones are sort of designed to just die after 3 years. And
Crazy.
yeah. And then there's this little like pod that they're like, oh, this is gonna put you in cryostasis while we send you back home, which like doesn't really make sense for the moon.
So close.
Yeah, it's 3 days. Like you don't need to go into cryo sleep for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so he watches all of these old Sams crawl into the pod, and then they just get incinerated.
Yeah.
And you see Gertie like sucking up the dust.
Crazy.
And so he goes into that room, and he's like looking around, and then he eventually finds one of the floorboards he can like hear that it's hollow underneath. And so he manages to pry it open. And then right around that time is when new Sam gets back to the base, and he's like, hey, I found that secret room. They go down there, and there's just like a huge hallway full of those little like the kind of things you see in a
like a morgue.
Yeah, with the like rollout bed, but it's all clothes.
Yeah, you like open, it's like a fridge. You open it and you just roll out a new thing.
Yeah. And so then they get a message saying that there is a rescue crew coming in, I think like 18 hours or something like that.
18 hours, yeah.
And they're like, well, obviously if they see both of us, they're just going to kill us. So we have to figure out a plan. And so new Sam convinces Gertie to wake up a third clone, because their idea is that they're going to put the clone in the crash, send old Sam, like stash him away in the shuttle that takes the helium to Earth, and then he can go home, and then new Sam will just serve his 3 years.
Yeah.
But obviously, like we were talking about, like old Sam is very sick. And so he's like, bro, I'm not going to make it. Like, there's no point in me going to Earth just to die.
He was like, you do it.
And so old Sam has new Sam put him in the crash site. And then that way, when the crew arrives, they have their body. The new Sam is being woken up, and then our new Sam is going to be on the shuttle to Earth. And old Sam manages to like stay awake just long enough to watch the shuttle launch, and it was a really touching moment. Yeah. And then you hear like in some voiceover while the shuttle is launching. Sorry, one more thing that I forgot to mention. There's an earlier point. Old Sam goes out way beyond the antennas and manages to establish a video connection with his wife's home. A younger girl picks up. He's like, hey, I'm looking for, I think her name is Tess. I'm looking for Tess. And the girl's like, oh, I'm sorry, she died a few years ago. And then figures out that the girl he's talking to is his daughter, who is 15 now, which I guess means it hasn't been that long, but like still, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Also
That's
super sad.
That's only 5 Sams.
Yeah, they each do 3 years.
They each do 3, yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of wild. Especially to have, if she's 15 and her mom died a couple years ago, that means she was like 12, 13, which is like, that's already a whole separate emotional situation.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, back to the ending when we see new Sam flying to Earth, there's a bit of voiceover where apparently he like testified against the company, and you hear something about their stocks like plummeting because people found out that they were like cloning and killing a bunch of people. And yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Not a very good business model, really.
I mean, I'm sure it was cheap, but
Very cheap. But who knows how much those clones were to make
yeah.
versus just sending a real person up there for 3 years?
Yeah, I guess they were the excuse they gave is that it wouldn't be worth it to send a new shuttle and have to train a new worker. But like, surely cloning someone is more expensive than that, right?
Yeah, has to be. Has to be.
But yeah.
There was another part where the Sam that took the shuttle back to Earth right before, so he climbed to like the pod, then he ran out of the pod, went back up, and he got one of those harvesters
Yes.
to crash into
One of the
antennas, which made
you see on the screen it beeps for a second, then it's like live connection reestablished.
yeah, live connection reestablished, and then in my brain, all the videos that they recorded were sent out.
Oh,
That's what my brain
interesting.
took from that, because they were just blocking them,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden,
There was a part early on where when he's watching one of the videos from his wife, it glitches for a second, and he tries to get Gertie's attention to ask what's going on, but then Gertie's not nearby, and so he just ignores it.
yeah,
And I was like, that's kind of fishy.
yeah, you should have thought of that a little longer.
But yeah, Gertie told him later that all of the memories were super old recordings from the first Sam, and all of his memories were just implanted.
Yeah, and the first Sam is alive.
Yes, because we hear his voice in the background when he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah, she's like, "Dad, someone's on here asking about Mom," and Dad's like, "Who?" And you hang up.
Now, but yeah, that's the movie. So I guess we'll take a quick break and then we'll talk more about some details.
Let's do it.
It's a damn good margarita.
Yeah, it tastes nice. And we're back.
And we're back. The first thing that I wrote down was just because I wasn't aware, and this is kind of weirdly coincidental, but I had never heard of helium-3 until I watched the movie, and then literally later that same day, I saw an article about some company trying to work on some shit for moon harvesting. But it's there's a lot of other complications on why it's not feasible right now. But there is something about when the light hits the rocks on the moon, energy gets trapped inside of the rocks, and so there's a way to process it to get that back out in the form of helium.
Never heard of it. Cool.
But real thing and real clean energy, and it was such a surprising, again, because like I said, I had no idea what this movie was about, and then the first 10 minutes are just talking about pollution's a thing of the past, and I was like, huh?
Yeah. How inform me.
Right.
You know what is crazy though? We've been on the moon since 1960s kind of thing, and we still have no moon station
I think
that we know of.
I think we haven't been to the moon in 20, 30 years or something.
Isn't that weird though?
I know NASA's planning to go back, but there have been issues with that, especially with NASA's lost a lot of funding recently. That's a whole, and we're not trying to talk about politics right now, but there's a lot of money being taken away from projects like that, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, but that's why Blue Origin and SpaceX kind of picked up that slack.
Yeah.
So NASA will most likely be using their rockets to get up there in their capsules and spacesuits. So
yeah,
hopefully that'll offset some of the.
I know
loss.
Blue Origin last week had a successful launch.
They did.
I don't know what they were launching.
Satellites.
Was it satellite?
Yeah, it was satellites, and they were also testing their main booster, reuse. So
yeah.
basically, that was the first time where it came back, flew up, came back down to orbit, and landed for it.
Having to, because reusable rockets is a huge thing.
Oh, money saver! It's crazy.
It was such a roller coaster of emotions when the opening credits were happening, because I saw 3 names in a row that was just very different feelings, which was Benedict Wong, Matt Berry, and Kevin Spacey.
Oh wow.
And I was like, because I was like, I saw Benedict Wong and I was like, oh, cool. I like that guy. He's like in a lot of stuff and he's a pretty good actor. And then I saw Matt Berry and I was like, this seems a little strange because I only know him from What We Do in the Shadows. And he's like a weird, funny guy. And so I was like, what is he doing in this movie? And then I saw Kevin Spacey and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I was like, obviously, like 2009 was before everyone knew about Kevin Spacey, but
Yeah.
has just a lot of feelings that happened in a short span of time.
Is that at the beginning or at the end?
That was in the beginning.
Beginning. Oh boy. Yeah, I never pay attention to these.
But yeah, so Kevin Spacey voices the robot, and then Benedict Wong and Matt Berry are the two company people that they show up on video like twice.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just you walk in, pick up a paycheck, and then walk on out. But yeah, because I did spoil it earlier, Sam was playing, I guess, at 1.3 people.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that was when I saw him go back to the crash site. I was like, I put in my notes. I just put clones because I was not ready for that.
Crazy. I don't remember how I felt the first time I watched it, but obviously I remembered, the third time going through it. But it's always such a fun thing.
Yeah.
Dude's just laying there with ice across the shield of his.
He goes to wipe it off, and I was like, I know what's coming, but it still feels crazy.
Nuts. and then he's carrying him in. Such a good yeah.
Also, the miniatures, fucking gorgeous. All of the outdoor shots, beautiful.
Unreal.
And obviously you can tell that they're miniatures, but they're well-made miniatures, and it's so much more not realistic, but it's it feels more tactile than if they had just used CGI or all that.
I agree. You could tell the rover was bouncing around just a wee bit too much maybe, but it still gave you that feel of things are really moving.
Right.
And rolling.
Yeah.
It's just different. Can't go wrong with miniatures, I don't think.
I'm so glad that the movie answered this, because my first question when I found out they were clones, I was like, what happened to the original? I was like, did he also die? Did they kill him? But then we find out later he's alive, and I was like, so now I'm wondering, did they, does he know? Did he oh yeah, you can have my DNA or whatever, and he just got a shit ton of money for that? Or did they secretly steal his DNA?
I don't know, but I think he knows.
I think he knows too.
Yeah, that's why he sounded worried when when the daughter was like, someone's asking about mom. He goes, who's asking about mom? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think he had to have gotten a body scan and DNA taken, and
Yeah,
there's no way. Yeah, fat paycheck. Living a luxury for sure. What do you think of the ethics of, creating clones and disposable workers?
It's almost similar to Mickey 17
Totally.
with the idea of if you die, we'll just make another one.
Or he just reappears.
Right.
True. I mean, yeah, same kind of thought process. I think it's pretty fucked up. But then again, I also understand it. It's what do you think is more moral? Well, okay. What is moral or more moral? The fact that they gave him memories that aren't truly his? Or would it have been more moral if they just told him right off rip, hey, you're a clone. This is what you're here to do. Go do it.
I think in that situation, I think the entire thing is problematic, but I think if you were going to have a cloned workforce, you should be honest with them.
You think? Okay.
Because it feels fucked up to promise people that they're going to get to go home and see their family and then just fry them. Yeah.
Carbon to death. True.
Like you mentioned earlier, I did really like the fact that Gertie ended up being super helpful. And even up until the end, he was like, just so you know, if they scan my memory, they're going to learn about all this. And he was like, but I can delete it.
Yeah. He was like, you should just erase my memory of the last few days. Yeah. So that is another question with Gertie. Because HAL 9000 was practically kind of thinking itself. Yes, he was programmed, but also he was learning while he was getting experiences. I was wondering for Gertie if he was actually helping Sam because he felt obligated to do so?
It seemed like it was like his
Like programming?
I think it was like his main function is to help Sam. Like that felt like I mean I
It's
to
hard though
me
because he was also the one that was killing the Sams, right?
right.
So that's not helping. That goes like against the programming, and also like hiding Sam away from him being able to
But unless
stop
he
live
thought
songs.
that lying to Sam was the best thing for him.
Right.
And then it was like once the cat's out of the bag and they know they're clones, then
And everything opens up. You're just
Right.
like, yeah, whatever. I'll show you whenever.
yeah.
You can go outside. Crazy. Yeah. With all the Sams, because one Sam was, obviously deteriorating after his 3-year time span. Then the second Sam comes around and, kind of pushes the first Sam around. Literally, like, they got into a fight at one point, and somehow, like, the first Sam is uber fragile, obviously. Which one did you feel more, like, of a heart for, compassionate for? The first Sam where, like, he got the snot beat out of him. He was just like a nice guy that was trying to help this new Sam come along, was really like loving his wife and all this stuff. Or the second Sam where it was like, I need everyone to know about this. My objective is to get home to.
I mean, I think eventually and I like that that's another thing is I really like that they eventually were like friends with each other and cooperating, because it very easily could have been like one of them is nice and one like
Killed the other one.
the new
and, like,
or like how the new Sam was like kind of a dick in the beginning. Like
Yeah.
he could have just been a dick for the whole movie and it could have been like a battle between these two Sams, but I like that they eventually got through that and were like, no, we need to work together on
Right.
this.
Right. So you're basically you're saying that at the end of the movie, you feel the same for both.
Yeah.
Compassion wise. Yeah. 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 The scene of like the first Sam looking up out of his spacecraft where he knows he's sitting now down to die.
Mm-hmm.
And then knowing the second Sam is like flying away to freedom.
And there's a shot of him
Such
inside
a
just
shot.
like, woo!
Yeah. Just so happy for the guy. And he was like that throughout the whole movie too.
And I wonder if, I mean, I guess he is like, was literally just born, so he's got 3 years. But because that's another thing that they don't really explain is like, I don't know if the clones are like from birth created to die in 3 years, or if they just like
Can't be live
or maybe there's just like not good protection on the base, and so they're just getting like heavy doses of radiation.
True. I thought about that too. So like when he goes back down to Earth, is he gonna live out his full life?
I don't know.
Cause havoc, and that's probably why those articles came, and
Or it could be like
riots and
a problem with the cloning process, like they just can't live that long.
yeah,
I don't know. That's another thing they don't really explain, but it's interesting to think about.
yeah.
I did feel really bad when he flipped over the model, though.
Oh yeah, dude, that was.
So I was like,
brutal.
oh.
But he flipped it over, and then I forget that the other Sam went to the infirmary or something, and then at one point came back.
Yeah.
And the model was back up there, like all cleaned up and
Yeah.
still fixed.
I mean, I'm sure there was like a couple broken pieces, but you could see he was like trying to whittle some new pieces out.
Yeah. Wasn't doing a good job. He was holding that thing like a crayon. Unreal. I was like, brother, come on, dude.
He was like, stop holding it like you're trying to stab somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those are practically my main notes. I loved the fuck. I always forget his name. Well, I call him Lunar here, but you called him Gertie.
Yeah. Lunar
Or was,
is
like, the bottle.
is the company. It's like Lunar Industries or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just love that. Like he helped him type in the password. He, wanted to keep him safe. He even was like, "Hey, we talked about this already. Like, delete my memory, please.
Right.
I want to keep you safe. You go
Or when
prosper."
when he was trying to talk him into waking up a new Sam, he was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he was like, do you want me to die? And he was like, of course I don't want you to die. He was like, the only way that I don't die is if you wake up a new Sam.
Right. And he was like,
He's like, that makes sense.
"Cool. I got you, brother." But yeah, I mean, great movie overall. Like the pace of it was perfect, I think.
Yeah.
Enough speed to keep things like rolling,
Mm-hmm.
but not slow enough to, make you feel bored. But it kept like that kind of sizzle of like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Very, very intriguing.
Yeah, because like you don't know, like, is this a movie about aliens?
Yeah.
Is he gonna go back down to Earth and like this is just like the first part, the moon part, whatever? There's just so many things that could have happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think when I watched it the first time, it would have ever run back like over my mind that like, oh, clones.
Right.
Nuts.
Also, I feel like getting back to like the logistics of it, but I feel like 3 years is a long time if you're by yourself. But like if they just had
and they leaned in on that at the beginning.
right. But like if they just had like a team of like 5 people, they could probably keep him up there for like 20 years. Like
Honestly,
I feel like that would be cheaper.
of real people,
Yeah.
I don't think they can be in space for that long.
It's slightly futuristic. I'm sure they could figure it out.
That's fair. It is slightly futuristic. Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, there are plenty of people on Earth that stay at the same job for 50 plus years. Like, if you were just like, yeah, I just work on the moon.
True, but then it would have been like a 2001 Space Odyssey kind of thing where like, well, granted, different movie, but like they start like, hating each other almost and thinking one person's evil and the other person's not evil and you're evil.
Yeah.
I don't know. All in all, great watch.
I liked it.
Great watch.
But let's move on to trivia.
Let's do it.
First piece of trivia. Originally, the writer and director Duncan Jones wanted to cast Sam Rockwell in what eventually became the 2018 movie Mute. However, Jones and Rockwell could never come to an agreement on which part he should play, and scheduling conflicts made an immediate collaboration difficult. Because they got on so well and Jones wanted to work with Rockwell so much, he asked him what would interest him. Rockwell named blue-collar characters from the movies Outland, Silent Running, and Alien as the sort of role that he would want to try. So Jones wrote this film for him. Rockwell would later make an uncredited cameo in Mute as Sam Bell.
You're kidding. What? Damn, that guy has some pull.
Yeah. He was
Wow.
like, I really want to make a movie with you, so whatever you want to do, I got you.
That's nuts. And he killed it. For $5 million?
Yeah.
Watch this movie and think about $5 million. And then compare it to an Avengers movie that's like, what, 200 million nowadays?
Easily.
Yeah, 200 to $500 million. Wait, $500 million. No, $500 million. $500 million. Crazy. My God.
Yeah.
Unreal. Cool fact.
The filmmakers originally intended to create the special effects on computer, but found out that CGI for the movie would cost them $500,000. And so they went back to some model makers and asked how much it would cost to create the environments with models instead. And were shocked to find out that it would only be $47,000.
No way.
Shooting with the miniatures for the outdoor scenes took place over 8 days.
That's unreal. That is so cheap.
From $500,000 down to $47,000
for all that modeling.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Dude, you can go look at an architecture model, like, probably as wide as from you to the wall or to me.
Yeah.
Easily $200,000. Easily. That's a building.
Right.
That just is stationary. This
and
is
like
moving models.
Right. Like movie miniatures are like, honestly, miniature is kind of misleading because like
huge.
Yeah, they're fucking giant.
Yeah, it's like a warehouse that you put this landscape in. It's not 1-to-1, but
the 4 harvesters are nicknamed Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, corresponding to the first 4 books of the New Testament. During a post-screening Q&A at Sundance, screenwriter Nathan Parker said that he just needed 4 names and there's no particular symbolism.
Oh, it's like, just throw these out there, grab them out of a hat. They could have thought about that a little bit more, I feel like.
This film was Duncan Jones's directorial debut. Prior to this, he was mostly known for being the son of David Bowie.
Well, not anymore. That's sick. You know what I just thought of? I wonder if the original Sam was an astronaut or not. Like, did the original one also go up there and, live through this?
I think so.
You think so? They just like...
Because I think the videos from his wife were real videos.
Okay. All right, that checks out. What if the whole family was in on it? The wife too?
That would be crazy. Just before Sam leaves for Earth, he is carrying a cylindrical object under his left arm. In the director's commentary, Duncan Jones says that this is a storage canister containing $15 million worth of helium-3, and that selling it would allow Sam to live well on Earth over his 3-year lifespan. But this plot point did not make it into the final cut.
Oh, cool. Well, it's good that we find out about it.
It's just like,
Yeah, right? Can I sell this to you guys? Like, well, who's he going to sell it to? The black market?
I'm sure someone will buy it.
$15 million? That's nuts.
The hallucinations that Sam experiences and which cause the harvester accidents that kicks off the plot are of his adolescent daughter Eve. It remains unclear in the movie where these visions come from, given that Sam had never seen Eve at that age prior to this moment. According to Duncan Jones, he meant for this to be a phenomenon called twin telepathy, where identical twins can sense or be aware of what happens to each other even when they are separated or not in contact. The idea is that the identical Sams are similarly connected, and that cloned Sam on the base can sense and feel the daughter of the original Sam back on Earth, as this girl means so much to him. Jones admitted that in a movie full of hard sci-fi that is more grounded and realistic, this was a bit more fantastical, but said that he nevertheless maintains that there is a roughly scientific idea behind it.
Wow, okay. So telepathy almost, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that explains why he was seeing the girl in the beginning.
Yeah. She was creepy, though. They made her real creepy. They could have made it like look more, holy and beautiful and light. Wow. Fun fact. Yeah. Those are good.
That's trivia. So
Good trivia.
it means it's time to get wrecked.
I already gave you my rec, man. Go to Whataburger. If you're in Texas, you already know about it.
Yeah.
Right? If you live in like Colorado, drive up to the Springs. There's like 3. There's like 2 in the Springs, 1 kind of outskirts, with like 1 middle ground, like 40 minutes from Denver. Highly recommend it. You get the what is it?
Patty melt.
Patty melt. That's I was like melt. And then I get the triple meat.
Love me that patty melt.
Dude, so good. So good.
All right, well, my rec is going to be also, another thing that we've done recently is there is a distillery here in
We
Denver
totally could do that.
called Stranahan's,
Mm-hmm.
which we went on a tour for. And if you are ever in Denver and wanna have a tour and some really nice whiskey, would recommend. Found out it was apparently the first distillery in Colorado since the end of Prohibition.
Yeah, that was like able to make.
Yeah, the first legal distillery.
Really cool spot. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend it. You get like this little glass afterwards. And then when you finish the tour, you're able to buy, a bottle for a discounted price. And they also have like bottling parties
Yeah.
with people of
They do a lot of volunteer bottling. And so if you want to spend some time I've
add labels on
Yeah,
the bottle, I guess.
they have a machine, you like fill up a bottle, put a label on it, and then you get to take home one of the bottles that you labeled.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Pretty cool. Definitely good rec. Definitely do that. Stranahan's.
Stranahan's. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and tell your friends and family about us. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and hit the bell icon. Also, apparently leaving a comment helps with the algorithm as well. I know YouTube has been fucking around with their algorithm recently, but I've heard that leaving a comment is very helpful for getting our videos in front of new people. So please leave a comment as well.
Leave a comment what you thought.
Otherwise, you can leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. You can also follow us on Bluesky and Instagram at CashFanPod. If you want to send us a message, you can DM us, leave a comment, or send an email to casualfanaticpodcast@gmail.com. Links for all of those things are in the description. Luca, what kind of messages can they send us?
You guys can send us messages, just like Parwaz did, of like, hey, check out this movie, Moon, go watch it. And then you get us reviewing it like we just did here. Just a fun time, right? All around. Any like shows that you'd want us to look into, let us know your own thoughts on, the movie that we just reviewed. We'd love to, have that kind of that talk with you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell your friends and family. Also on Spotify, rate us 5 stars if you like it. Even if you just listen to one, you know.
Or on Apple Podcasts.
Literally anywhere, I think. It's like,
I mean,
we're out there. We're out.
all of the most popular podcasts. There's probably some like more obscure ones that we're not on, but
Yeah, but those are obscure. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, please do that for us.
And on that note, this has been Casual Fanatic. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.